get to it. These are moon glow pears.
Starting to get ripe.
Yep. Ooh, come back here. I don't want to bruise them up. Oh, did it anyway.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah. Stem broke out of one of them.
All right. I mean, you see how big and pretty these things are. They're amazing. And this little thing, Danny, I think we ordered off Amazon.
Yeah, that's been
It's a fruit picker. It helps with tall trees.
I have to figure out how I can get to some of these.
Now this tree over here is like a kefir or something. And it's loaded, but it's later. We won't get pears off it for a while. This tree right here is loaded. It's just a hard old pear, a cannon pear.
Yeah, that's a good cannon pear.
These moon glow are good.
I'm having to break the limb out. I didn't want to have to do that. I can't get to the pears.
These are these can real well. The moon glow, they turn out real soft in the jar. Easy eating pear.
Yeah, this one here is nice pears.
That's a good size.
You know, the thing about pears is they get ripe from the inside out. And these are getting ripe extra early this year. We usually don't pick these till like late July or early August. And
now the others are going to be a while, but they're still getting pretty good sized pears. I think they're going to be 2 or 3 weeks early. So we're trying to get them to beat the animals here.
yeah.
So far, did you see any on the ground?
No.
I mean, I haven't seen, yeah, it's kind of a little growed up right now, but usually you'd see bees around, you'd see where they had been eaten, but I don't see any on the ground, so that's a huge plus.
I'm trying to get ahead of it this year. Now, there is still a lot of little bitty pears on the tree.
Yeah, like it did 2 pollinations.
Yeah, we had that hard freeze, and then the snow, and I don't know if that played a part or what, but
it's like everything did twice.
Yeah.
We got to check the figs. We're going to get most of these in the top out of this tree. We'll come back for that tree and that tree later in the probably July to August.
Yeah, it'll be later on.
This one's always early, but not this early.
It's usually early, but not like you said. It's not like this early.
So what else we got to get? I mean, this tree here is so loaded, it's just hanging.
Here's another one.
Now something fell. A small one. Might as well get it. The chickens will eat it if nothing else. It might make a bite.
Might make a little
pear sauce.
Yeah, pear sauce.
This tree
That
is
one,
loaded.
it's going to be breaking limbs if we ain't careful.
Yeah, there's too many on these limbs. But it does it every year.
It does, and they don't break the limbs. I mean,
It hangs for a long time. It might break one limb if we don't get some off.
What we usually do is come in and start getting some of the bigger ones off.
Like, see that one? Then that one.
So that one, the other one came off. So.
Yeah, so we'll take at least one off that's bigger. I mean, you look at some of these.
Yeah, just leave them. Don't mess with them. They're not ready.
No, probably not. But look how big they're getting. Look in yonder how big underneath there. You see how big?
Yeah, if we get another week or two,
these will be ready.
These will be ready in another couple of weeks.
These aren't very big, but they're making some nice, sweet peaches.
Yeah, it's a fight between us and the animals. look like apricot.
Yeah. And once they turn, I mean, they're nice peaches.
This was a tree that just came up from a seed that I had. And I just stuck them in the ground, the little trees.
To see if we get peaches.
These things have been literally loaded with these small peaches on them. Now, like I said, the squirrels and whatever it is, look on the ground for seeds.
You can tell how many's done been eaten.
There's a poop from something. So, possum, looks like a possum.
Yeah.
It ain't a raccoon, it looks like a possum.
Possum's been up here.
Yep, he comes every night.
Well, we're going to take some of his food.
He's done probably got over 100.
Yeah, looks like on the ground because there were so many. We've done gotten, what?
Oh gosh, we probably pulled 100.
The whole top of that tree is just loaded.
I mean,
we done fill what, is that a 2-gallon bucket?
yeah.
Got a 2-gallon bucket about full and he ain't quite through yet. These haven't been sprayed, nothing, so and sweet, oh my goodness. The most awesome peach taste. I'll let them sit for about a day and then I'll chop them up and make some peach preserves.
Yeah, I mean,
right now I got to work with pears probably today or tomorrow. The peaches, the grapes have got to be juiced. So I got quite a few fruits to work with.
Everything's coming in all at once. That's
unusual.
That's unusual.
They usually space out a little.
Yeah, usually we just got everything spaced out where we don't have to worry about it, but not so this year. Oh, that one fell.
Okay, show them how many you got. The bucket's almost full. It ain't quite.
Ain't quite full, but look at that.
It's a 2-gallon bucket of them, so I'll get at least
That's 3 gallon. That's a 3-gallon bucket.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
I'll get at least a gallon time I take the pits out and all.
Yeah, I mean.
And there's a bucket left on the tree.
For the simple fact that we've been harvested that many.
Yeah, I've done that many.
Plus the animals have eat that many because I'm seeing hundreds of seeds everywhere.
The seeds are just like...
They're just laying all over the ground everywhere here. The possums come at night.
All over and all up on the top.
All up on top of the ground if there are seeds.
So the possums have eaten a bucket full. We've already picked a bucket full. This is a third bucket full. And there's one more on it.
There's probably still another bucket full on the tree. I don't know. I hate leaving them because I'm like...
Some of them are a little green.
There's a little bit green in some of them, but some of them you just touch them and they fall off. But I mean, it looks like apricots, don't it?
It does.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. There's an apricot tree right there.
And it bloomed like crazy.
And it bloomed the same time these bloomed. You reckon that's the reason they little like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That may be why they got such a pungent peach taste. I mean, almost out of this world peach taste is because it's a cross between a peach and an apricot.
I don't know if it's possible. You know, I don't know.
They're in the same family, aren't they?
I would think so. They got leaves that look a lot like, but the apricot may be in like the plum family or something. I don't know.
It might be.
But you can cross a peach with a plum and get a nectarine, so I don't know why.
We couldn't have a peachy apricot?
I don't know why. I mean, these look just like apricots. I mean,
they really do, except they're a small peach.
Yeah. Smell like a peach, you know? But, like, look, what are you doing? Is that absolutely necessary? Huh? Is it absolutely necessary that you waller in the dirt?
I can see a bath in your future today.
I see a bath in your future today. That's right.
I do see a bath.
You know what it is? She's wallering on them peach seeds.
I know. She's going to smell like peach.
She's a typical dog. Got to lay down and waller on something.
And yesterday she was wallering in the
blueberries.
The blueberries. So she's about to fade out with the blueberry look. But she was in the blueberries.
Hornets. There's hornets on this ground everywhere here.
around
coming to these seeds where the animals have eaten them.
So we got a hornet nest somewhere.
Somewhere around where these swamps around here everywhere. There's probably a hornet nest in one of these swamps.
You ready to go?
Get up off of that ground.
You want to play? Look at the sand.
Look at you. Goodness gracious alive.
You want a peach?
Yeah, she thinks she does. All right, we decided to stop by the fig tree here. And this is how it always starts out. Just a few. I've been seeing where the birds are starting to eat them up there now. So we are fixing to be in that mode. See, we got one right there. It's not quite ready. Had no idea they was, the other tree, not even close. That's why I said, let's check the one between the greenhouses. And I'm glad we did. Yeah. We can take the ends off of these and put them in the freezer in a bag. And then when we get enough, we can can them.
We do whole figs.
Yeah, we do the whole figs, yeah.
Today we're going to be working in the container garden. This is the VEGO elevated bed. Danny and I have it on blocks instead of rollers. It does come with rollers. Check out the VEGO beds. But this is our Henderson lima beans. And y'all, they're supposed to be bush beans, but it looks like they're wanting to run. And look at this. They're already blooming, so that is an awesome deal. We're going to put it up there because somebody likes to play with things that hang down. But you can see the blooms all in here starting to come out. So we're going to have the Henderson lima beans here. The only problem I'm having out here right now is grasshoppers get in here at night and want to eat on the leaves occasionally. Not bad, but you'll find a leaf like right here that they're munching on. So that is a problem outside, is grasshoppers. And overall, this bed is doing amazing out here. Now, all the containers, not all of them, but most of them are empty. Danny took the Cherokee yellow wax beans out, and I am flipping dirt today. And you can see how wet and nice it is. We've been getting enough rain that these pots are not drying out. They're staying nice and wet. I am adding it's dynamic plant food 8-24-24, a handful to each bed, and then I'm coming back and planting the same beans I have here, the Henderson lima beans, in each pot that's empty. And overall, the bananas are doing good. The lemongrass and the raspberries are doing good. We have not had any raspberries yet. The one stalk that had raspberries, the wind caught it a few days ago and broke it off, so the top's got to be kind of tied or something. But placement, I am learning. When we planted the bananas and the raspberries, there's plenty of walking room there. Now you can't get through there. So the raspberries will be moved to another location. Because you can't walk through there. Probably as the bananas grow, they need to go further back, way on back, just to give us enough room in here to walk. As it is, you can walk through here, plenty. I've learned if you can walk and not touch the pots, see I have space on each side, enlarge it another foot, just saying. Enlarge it another foot. Now the cucumbers are playing out. They did not do as well as I wanted to, but what I did just then was I added more fertilizer to them. I'm going to give them 3 or 4 days because the tops are still really green. They're still blooming. See how they do? But the bottoms were getting bad. And usually I cut the bottom leaves off, so I'll come through and do that. But I'm going to leave them. I just fertilized them. When I get over here, I'll fertilize these. Danny's catawba trees. If you don't get them out of the pot, we're going to have trees growing in the pots. That's catawbas. The blackberries, all the older stuff is dying out. We're going to trim that out. The newer stuff's coming on that's actually blooming. And about the only other thing is a few onions. You can see they're starting. The old stuff died out. The new is coming out. And look at the onions under there. See, I can take these up now that they're doing this and break each one of those up and put them somewhere else. And I have just the place. I'm going to go put these in a different location. I'm going to leave a few in here, but this clump will come out. This one just going crazy, and then it started dying out because the insides started dying some. This one is out beating it. Already it's bloomed 2 or 3 times. Doing fantastic. And look at there. A little spider. Not taking it down. And Danny had, looks like an onion or a garlic in there. I think there's an onion that's already went to seed. So I'm not sure. The basil has done okay. It's starting to put on its tops. And here again we got a few onions. But you can see the cucumbers, the tops is fantastic. It's just the lower leaves are not doing as well. So we'll see if fertilizing is going to help some to help promote more cucumbers. We see bees here all the time, but they're not pollinating like they should. And Lucy wants to play with everything. Once we get all this cleaned up and it dries up some, we'll blow all this stuff off the ground cover that we have down. We have these are mineral tubs and landscape pots up on blocks, and you can see even weeds will grow out these holes that Danny has for drip holes. So you do have to weed just a little bit every now and then, but it's not like having it in the ground.
Look at this, guys. We're sitting here digging in our pots. Look at this. It don't matter if I just turn the stuff over. I mean, they're just, look at here. Old wigglers. We put them in here, and when I put that old rotten dirt in here,
they just went.
And there's little ones in it everywhere.
Yeah. You
can't hardly see them, but they're little. They're right there. Like, see the little bitty one? He's crawling around there. They're in here everywhere. I mean, just piles.
And our electriculture rods, I moved them to the side till Danny gets through.
Yeah.
And then
it's raining a lot, and
this dirt is so mellow right now.
It is. Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
It's perfect.
Look at that. Turning it over. Look at them worms. There's worms.
Worms are crazy.
They're going everywhere. There's another one.
So while Danny was not here, I took and planted the first 2 rows, and then the next row has 2 pots. Then I like all these, so Danny's going to help with that. We've got some more electriculture rods I'm going to move out in space when we get through. We're digging up some of the onions that were in these pots so that they're just beans, and I'm going to plant them somewhere else, and then we'll have like 3 major rows of beans and 3 other pots in the garden. I've trimmed up the, or started trimming, I didn't get all of it, on the blackberries. Got some of it trimmed, and it looks better. I've just got to get the top now. The cucumbers, I took a lot of the old leaves out. They are looking so much better, and somebody's got one of them. Don't eat the cucumber leaf, okay? Don't eat it. I don't think you need to eat it. So the cucumbers are looking better. We're going to see if they continue to make for a little while. If not, next week, if they're not producing some more. But I mean, I see little cucumbers in here. There's like one here if it pollinated.
You know what I just noticed, baby?
What? One there.
Where I have the perlite and vermiculite, the worms are staying there.
Really?
Yeah.
So they like that stuff too.
They love it. They're right in the perlite and vermiculite.
Well, that's good. Danny's going to be moving these 2 pots out, so we'll have an extra pot here. We're going to finish filling it with dirt, so that'll give me a 3rd pot there. I think we're going to move the lemongrass because it's doing amazing right here, but it needs to be in the ground. Next year, just a suggestion, the raspberries do not need to be right here by the bananas because you can't walk. They're actually growing. This is the first year we've had them grow this tall and this big. So they like the pot. It's just that we have no walkway. And they've got stickers on them. So Danny's going to work on those. I got the others. He's going to work on these pots. And we'll plant them and have lima beans. These are the Henderson limas that I'm planting in all these pots.